Some 6 months ago, on a cold February day 2019, a drone disappeared in this area. The question was, could we find it? This is a special Finnair episode. Today we're going to do something I have never tried to do before. We are going to do a project called Finding Mavic. So the only problem with this thing is that the Mavic is actually somewhere there. We are not really sure where it is. We have some tools, we have some logs, and we have some gears. The goal for this project today is try to locate it, not to actually salvage it, to bring it up back to the living people, so to speak. But I have a kit here, and I have some interesting bits here in the kit that you may not know about the GoPro. So this is a GoPro 3. I guess you have one, maybe have 2 of them, maybe 3 of them, I don't know. Maybe you have the newer versions. This is equipped with Wi-Fi, but what you may know also is that Wi-Fi doesn't work underwater. So how would we make it so we can actually stream from the GoPro up to the surface? So what we have here is that we have a coaxial cable and we have a leaking antenna. So this leaking antenna will act as a waveguide, so it will pick up any radiation close to the camera and will transport it on the coaxial cable up to the end of the cable, which is also a leaking antenna. I've tried this at home in a tub of water, so to speak, not very deep. And I connected my phone to the end of the cable, just had the antenna close it. I had a picture, but this is the real test. Does it work underwater? And do we find the Mavic? I don't know. So let's start cracking and see what happens. So this was the first drop of the rig below the water, and we were excited to see if the Wi-Fi worked all the way down to the bottom and how deep the canal was. Here we are reaching the bottom of the canal, and it was not deeper than 5 or 6 meters. That was at least our estimation. And the bottom actually looked cleaner than expected. It was not muddy, and as you can see, the visual range was about 1.5 meters or something like that. The LED flashlight was very focused, and it would have been better if it had been wider. A small fish came by to take a look. So we tried now to move the rig around on the bottom, oh there's that fish again, to see if we could locate the drone. So we were watching this feed on an iPhone on a relatively small display, and the quality was not as good as in this edited version. So brace yourself for some loud sound now. One of the ships passing by. Sound in water travels much better than in air actually. It Must be quite horrible for the fish down there with the noise. This worked awesome actually, it worked very good. We had a nice picture down to the bottom of the canal, and this channel actually, or whatever you say in English, but this is progress, so we will try it again to see if we find the drone now. So we continue to sweep the bottom of the canal just to see if we can locate the drone. Another vessel passes by. The search turns into a submarine movie at this point. Just imagine that you're in a submarine and you hear this sound. So this canal was built just at the outbreak of the First World War. It had nothing to do with the war because it was planned long before that. This photo was important because it shows the canal before they opened the gates. So it wasn't so deep, not 30 or 40 meters or something like that. And the bottom still looks similar to that photo. So we have been searching for some time now, but we have not seen the drone, so we decided to change the tactics. Since the pole that the camera was hanging from was not so long, we decided to throw out the camera into the canal to reach further away. So you know, we didn't see this on site. I just saw this at the last clip when I was watching it back home. So now we had located the drone. That was fantastic. That was the goal of this mission. Now we had to come up with a plan how to get it up. More about that in part 2. Stay tuned.